Salomon's ascent to the top of the streetwear scene has continued with this great celebration of the Chinese New Year, which is the Year of the Snake. This is the XT-Whisper. Hello and welcome, this is Best Foot Forward Shoes. My name is Harrison Cable. Thank you so much for checking out this video. And today we are going to be looking at one of 3 shoes that was released from Salomon around the time of the Chinese New Year, which this year is the Year of the Snake. As I said before, you have the XT Quest, you have the X Alp, and right here we have the XT Whisper. These are all done in this very beautiful, ornamental, graceful Chinese inspired pattern that is shown on the upper of the shoe. We'll get into the details a little bit later, but first things first, you may have noticed that Salomon's ascension from a just technical and trail running shoe brand to more of a fashion forward and general public type of brand, their marketing budget has gone up a lot, and I feel like they're bringing back a few more historic type of shoes that have been out of the limelight, but they're bringing them back for a newer audience. So the XT Whisper is a women's trail hiking shoe that was the answer in 2009 to the XT Hawk, created for a female audience, and then kind of going away a little bit and now resurging back with this latest wave of Salomon becoming more of a lifestyle brand. So out of the 3 that were released, the X Alp, the XT Quest, and now the XT Whisper, I felt like the Whisper was a little bit more of the fashion forward, the lifestyle type that I was after. And looking at it overall, I'm pretty impressed by how well they've made this shoe and how nice the pattern and the design is. This one is probably more of a lifestyle shoe that a lot of people are going to gravitate towards simply because of its lower price point, which was $280 Australian, and also its similarity to some of the more popular models like the XT4 and the XT6. As you can see here, I have all 3 of the models, and they do look very, very similar. They all have the quick lacing system. The XT4 has a little bit of a bulkier back here. The XT6 is a little bit slimmer, and the XT Whisper, as you can see, is kind of a mixture of both of those shoes with a little bit more of a pronounced break in the middle of the shoe. So all of these 3 shoes celebrating the Chinese New Year have the Panhui pattern all around the upper, which is done in this very nice mesh, and honestly the little tiny red hits on this shoe are something that I really, really love, and these are incredibly wearable and incredibly fashionable. And I think that if you're looking for a shoe that's a little bit above an XT6 or an XT4 and still trying to have that kind of trail running inspired fashion, the XT Whisper is definitely an exciting new/old product that you can get. Originally, the XT Whisper was a follow-up to the XT Hawk trail shoe that was released around 2009. This was a specifically designed for women type shoe. However, now it has been brought back sort of as a lifestyle rejuvenation from Salomon. So here we go, here's the box. This is a very, very nice box. I really appreciate when brands kind of go all in on the theme that they're trying to portray with these shoes. And this gold box with the continuation of the Panhui lettering around the side, and also the Salomon logo is actually just really, really cool. It's done in like a snake design. That's pretty cool. Mine, however, was a little bit damaged. It came like this, which was kind of annoying, but overall a pretty cool box. As you can see, this paper kind of has the same sort of Panhui design, so it's really nice to see them continuing that theme throughout the shoe and the box. So there are 2 shoes in the box, which is really good because I have 2 feet. So starting from the bottom, we have the obvious Contagrip high traction rubber in this chevron pattern that is pretty standard to most Salomon shoes. However, compared to the XT6, the lugs seem to be a fair bit smaller, and there's definitely more of them. So I would say that the XT Whisper is meant for a little bit of a different style of running or traction. The plastic shank plates are here. You can see that classic cinching of the midfoot here that Salomon always does. However, it does open up to a very wide section up the top here, which it is very wide foot friendly. I'll get into the comfort a little bit later. So moving up from there, we get the uppers, which are consisted of mainly this nylon kind of fake plastic material, which runs all the way around where the eyelets usually go. But of course, these are the Salomon quick lace system, so they don't have normal eyelets. That sort of synthetic leather is also present around the back heel here and all the way around the ankle collar. This is some kind of interesting padded style mesh. It's very, very fine, but it also doesn't feel like cotton. This polyester mesh right here kind of feels a little bit like snake skin, perhaps that is done intentionally to try and make it feel kind of like a snake. It feels very, very nice. It feels very different. I haven't felt this yet on a Salomon shoe. It is raised, as you can kind of tell here. The Panhui design is absolutely present on the upper here. That is done in this very nice large hold mesh. You have these synthetic leather 3M reflective overlays done on the side as well in this kind of windy, almost river-like pattern. The toe box is slightly different from a regular kind of XT6 or XT4. You've got this synthetic overlay with the Salomon logo right there, and then these really hard, almost not quite steel cap, but very hard little front parts here around the toe, and then a Salomon branded standard mudguard around the front here as well. As I said before, you have the quick lace system, which obviously goes up and down, so you don't need to tie your laces at all. You also have a little pocket down here where you can tuck the rest of your laces so they don't flip around as they walk. The padding is kind of minimal around the ankle collar here, but there is a little bit, so you are going to feel a little bit well supported. The insole is your pretty standard Salomon insole, and of course it has that Panhui design right there, as well as the snake branded S logo for Salomon right there. So it is very well constructed. It does feel very premium, and of course you are going to get that classic Salomon feel with the pinched in midsole, as well as the kind of opening up towards the toe box around here. I guess that leads me on to the sizing. I went with a size 9, 42.5, which is my true to size. I always get them in Salomons and I always feel very comfortable. However, with this one, I did feel like I could have gone down half a size if I wanted a little bit less toe room. I still feel very comfortable going true to size, but however, going half a size down for a little bit of a tighter fit would not be uncomfortable at all. Comfort though is still very nice. It does feel very well supported. You do feel that classic trail running feel that Salomon always gives you. So I'm very happy with these from a comfort standpoint. So there you have it, the XT-Whisper. This is definitely a great innovation by Salomon, bringing back an old model to keep people's interest and keep people refreshed in their lines, and also combining the Chinese New Year, the Year of the Snake, which a lot of brands are doing, like of course Adidas and Nike, you've probably seen those, as well as New Balance, but Salomon getting in on that as well, and in my opinion doing it very, very nicely, especially with this nice red snake branding and the Panhui designs. Overall, these are a great little encapsulation of where Salomon is right now, and also it's really exciting to see them continue to innovate and bring back old models. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to hit me up for any more sizing info or want to see any kind of more content that I'm producing, I'm putting a lot more on Instagram these days, so the link for that is just down below. Check out our latest podcast. We did one with AD Sneaks, who is a sneaker photographer that a lot of people really like his work, so we managed to get him on the podcast, which was pretty awesome, so thank you so much to him. And also just thank you to everyone for subscribing. If you want to hit the like button down below, it really does help the channel grow. So thank you so much to everybody. I hope the rest of your February goes really awesome, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.